In the Magic City on the Highlight Channel. I'm Stu Nyman, joined by Andrew Bleckman, and together we will cover every point played today, good, bad, or indifferent. No such thing as an indifferent highlight play, but it seemed like a nice thing to throw at the end of that, those other words. All Mutuals wagering is now open on today's 8-game performance. Each of today's 8 games offers Win Play Show, Quinella Exacta, and Trifecta wagering. We have a daily double beginning in Game 1. To play the daily double, correctly pick the winners of Games 1 and 2. We have 2 pick 3s, an early pick 3 and a late pick 3. We also have the high-paying High 5 jackpot, pick 5 wager. Correctly pick the winners of Games 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. If you do so correctly. Have the only ticket that does so, that's the trick. You can cash in on a $2,000 minimum guarantee in the High 5. Online wagering is available at watchandwager.com, or if you're in the state of Connecticut, mywinners.com. Placing a bet not necessary in order for you to enjoy all that we have in store for you today. We have one scratch in today's performance, ladies and gentlemen. There is just one scratch in today's performance. Urrutia appears twice in today's performance in Games 5 and 7. Urrutia is not playing in either Games 5 or 7. So let's skip to Game 5, Post 6. Take out Urrutia, replace Urrutia with Ikeda. Game 5, Post 6. Take out Urrutia, replace Urrutia with Ikeda. Then in Game 7, Post 7. Take out Urrutia, replace Urrutia with Ikeda. Game 7, Post 7. Take out Urrutia, replace Urrutia with Ikeda. Pretty straightforward. If you see Urrutia's name in the program, take it out and replace it with Ikeda. With all that in mind, we ask you to make your wagers as early as possible within scheduled post times. Back and relax. Post time for game number 1 is now just 8 minutes away. Andrew, welcome back. How was the wedding?
Hello, Stu. Good to be back. Wedding was good, you know. Happy it happened. Happy for the lovely couple. But I'm also happy to be sitting back here with you today. You know, it's kind of range of emotions. You know?
Good to have you back.
Yeah. We got about 8 minutes to go till we begin game number 1. We got William joining us early. Hello, William. We see you. We'll toss the video here early on. Wait for some other folks to join us in the chat. This video we play before the first game of all performances. We'll explain the scoring format, which today, as every day, is Spectacular 7 scoring.
Spectacular 7 singles games are played with 8 players. Each player wears a different color jersey numbered 1 through 8 on the front. These numbers are traditionally referred to as post numbers. Post numbers are used to signify the order in which the athletes will play in a game. These numbers are also used for betting purposes. Don't be confused by the numbers on the back of our jerseys. Those are just for fun. Each game begins when the player in the post 1 red jersey serves to the player in the post 2 blue jersey. The served ball must land between the 4 and 7 lines marked on the court's side wall. If the ball lands between those lines, the serve is good and play continues until one of those 2 players wins that matchup. The player who loses the matchup exits the court and waits for his next turn at the end of the rotation. It's important to note that every game has 2 rounds. The first 7 matchups in a game make up round 1. Each matchup in round 1 is worth 1 point. Round 2 refers to all matchups that take place after the 7th and final matchup of round 1. The number of matchups in round 2 varies from game to game. And in round 2, each matchup is worth 2 points. The first player to earn 7 points wins the game.
And we're back here, about 6 minutes from the start of game number 1. Mr. Shubin, hello.
Mr. Schumann, I believe you may have sent me a message. So the way it works, when I get messages in Messenger on Facebook, it's 50-50 until how long I see them. So I do believe that you wrote to me. I do not believe that I've responded. Your name's coming up there, either that or Instagram. So please accept my apologies if I haven't gotten back to you, especially if you needed something. William B., good to see you in the chat. And if you have a question that could be answered here, that's always good too. And good afternoon to you too.
Switch, 7-8.
So, Stu, weekend, all good?
I had a bizarrely productive weekend.
Really? That's good to hear.
I had an extremely productive weekend.
That's great.
So I'm one of those people who basically, I've been in the same living situation now for next year will be 19 years. Same bedroom, same closet, same whatever.
Sounds lovely.
And
Honestly.
both things pile up. Yeah. Things do pile up. And then if you're preoccupied with highlight or experiencing periods where, say, your body and brain just say, let's just stay in bed all day today, and that goes on for a couple months,
Right.
you begin to develop dust. Dust.
Yeah.
And then the dust gets dust. And then what is otherwise nice Chippendale-like furniture color, we'll call it, looks grayish. And so suffice it to say that we attacked the room.
That's great.
We attacked the room. And we took that giant dust and we used a vacuum to vacuum up the dust before applying furniture polish to the various surfaces. Everything that could be washed has been washed. Everything that needed to be vacuumed has been vacuumed. 2 large black bags of trash were removed from the bedroom. And then on Sunday, I had, yes. So as you know, I switched. I got a new Jeep. I got a new, the exact identical same model. So Jeep Grand Cherokee, L. And for some reason, I got another one exactly like it in May. And so I'm a believer that you take good care of things, and I for years was blessed to have a trustworthy mechanic. Mike, may you rest in peace. Mike Ruggiano, tremendous person, great guy, and a great mechanic. Ran a one-man shop, and after he was finished with the car, made sure he mopped an immaculate shop. But he used to allow me to stand and watch him do brakes, oil changes, stuff like that. Yeah. So I do enjoy changing my own oil. And one thing that he recommended, not as just, this is years before the internet. When you do get a new car, within the first 1,500 miles, change the oil.
Okay.
Because the idea that oil goes into a brand new engine in a factory, and if there are any small metallic particles coming off this brand new engine at any part, it will be collected in the air filter, in the oil filter, and good to get it out now. Yeah. Get it out early. So I let it go. I went to 5,000 miles because I let everything go the last couple of weeks. So cleaning on Saturday to the point where Mom walked by and went, wow. I mean, my room is like, actually I have a video I'll show you.
Okay,
Because a friend who was big into that, clean your room because, a psychologist said it or something like that. He's been on me for a while and he wanted proof. So, I did shoot a video to my friend Sean from Chicago.
Yeah.
The oil change I didn't take any video of because it's hot outside. But changed the oil and air filter and very productive weekend.
Did you do that outside or do you do that in the garage? Because I can imagine both are hot.
Half and half. So if you pull my car all the way into the garage, there's no room to maneuver underneath it.
Right, okay.
So I backed the car halfway out. You must make sure that you put on the parking brake. And I have that air suspension. So it goes up, I think, 11 inches or something like that. Provides more than enough clearance to scoot under there and boom, drop the oil. And yeah, it's a very productive.
That's great.
Very productive weekend.
Glad to hear it.
Thank you.
Yeah, I gotta get on that. You got a rate? What do you charge, or is it just is that just yourself? You don't clean others.
Say it one more time.
I said, do you have a rate, or do you just clean?
I'm not changing anyone else's oil under any circumstances. It's hot as hell.
Yeah. Well, what about the cleaning even?
The cleaning? Forget that. I mean,
can I borrow the polish at a minimum? Maybe that. We'll start.
I'll tell you what. I can send some to your apartment from the lovely site that sells everything, beginning with
that Amazon.
Yeah,
okay.
Beginning with an
can
A.
Look it up.
And I will get to those, Mr. Schumann. I'll get to that in just a minute.
Less than a minute.
Yeah, in between the what's his name? First and second game. How's that? At the same time, we'll have Andrew tell us about his, what he wants to share about either his travels wedding.
With that, let's play game number 1.
We're ready to begin game 1. It is a spectacular 7. Doubles match, played to 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. Serving are the red shirts of Post 1. Ikeda in Tennessee receiving in the blue of post 2, Arta and Gallo. Ikeda serves, we begin. Gallo from the forehand to the 9 line. Here's Tennessee from the 13. Hard to the inside and scoring. Point 1. 1 first upon the board in our first game. That'll bring to the court the white shirts of post 3. His name is Aratz. He's been here a couple years. Juice and Aratz. Here's the backhand by Aratz. Tennessee's there. Backhand by Ikeda. Aratz now from the 12. Aratz makes the catch. Fakes the carom. Light touch. Ikeda's mid-court. Powerful forehand. Aratz stops at the 11. Aratz now from the 12. Tennessee on the backhand. Rotate forehand. Catch by Juice. Ikeda powerfully to the back wall. Robote. Missed. Point 1. Entering the court, the green shirts of post 4. Cool Fitness and Manny. Here's the backhand by Manny. Tennessee from the 12 line. Scoop by Ikeda. Cortada stopped in the backcourt by Manny. Robote save by Manny. Big bounce. Floating at the 8 line. Scoop by Manny at the 12. Catch on the forehand of Cool Fitness. Well done. Cortada return. Stopped in the backcourt by Tennessee. Manny's there. Robote left side. Robote by Manny to the inside. Tennessee's there. Ikeda from the 5. Karam. Cool Fitness gets out there, cannot make the play. Point 1. Entering the court, the black shirts of post 5. Jedden playing with Benny. There's a backhand by Tennessee. Powerfully thrown. Robote coming out. Ikeda reaches behind and make that catch. Back to the inside. Benny's there. Tennessee down low. Backhand from the 11. Benny at the 13. Karam scores. Green shirts, rather, one with 4 points, receiving, post 6, Julian and El Barba. Backhand by El Barba, low runner to the inside. Tennessee's there for the scoop. Robote miss, point 1. 5 straight points for the one team, Ikeda and Tennessee. Receiving, pink shirts opposed 7, CRB and Ben. Powerful forehand by Ben. Clears the overhead screen. Ikeda makes a save. That's a great catch by Ben. Made way overhead. Tennessee in the corner. Backhand. Tennessee now from the 13 line on the right side. Hard to the inside he goes. Ben's there. CRB winding up. Back to the inside. Tennessee on the catch. Backhand from the 11. Cortada will score from the forehand of Ikeda, point 1. 6 straight points for the one team, Ikeda and Tennessee, trying to stop them. They have possible game point, trying to stop them. Benetrix and Flores. Here's a backhand by Flores. Benetrix again, backhand from the 9. Tennessee powerfully into the corner. Not much coming out. That hits the overhead screen. Point and a perfect game with no other points on the board for the red shirts of post 1. Ikeda and Tennessee. As someone just said back here, long-ass playoff. 6 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 2 first serves to 3. Occasionally the ball leaves. There's a backhand by Gallo. Rotate forehand. Juice gets in there, makes the play. Ratz calls for it. Backhand. Powerfully thrown. Rotate forehand by Arta. Point 2. 2 will serve to the green shirt, so post 4. Cool Fitness and Manning. So a hard serve, well caught by Manny. Cool Fitness makes a fine catch back to the inside, doesn't cross the wall. Archer picks it up. Rotate forehand by Cool. Point 4. 2 points for the 4 team. Black shirts post 5 returning, Jedden and Benny. Powerful backhand by Benny. Rebote coming out. Manny in the corner, backhand from the 13. Powerful, powerful backhand by Manny. Powerful forehand, caught by Benny in the air. Big backhand follows. Rebote coming back out for Cool Fitness. Beautiful rebote by Benny inside. Point 5. Receiving post 6 in the yellow shirts, Julian and Elbarba. Powerful backhand by Elbarba, scooped up by Benny. Elbarba from the 10. Jedden, backhand. Powerfully thrown. Benny, low and hard, caught by Julian. Julian on the backhand from the 7, wall to wall, coming out to the rebote. Jedden on the move, makes the rebote save, caught on the forehand of Julian. Hard to the outside. Jedden with a hop. Throws it into the overhead screen. Point 6 rather. Pink shirts, a post 7 return, CRB and Ben. CRB picks the serve. Drop shot. Scores on the second bounce. Point 7. Purple shirts, post 8. Flores and Benetrix. Here's a backhand by Flores. Point 8. Three teams back. Juice and Rots. Once again, we're in the playoff for 2nd and 3rd place. Post 1. Won it. Rots on the catch. Backhand. Flores now from the 10 line. Juice on the forehand. Aratz takes it out of the air at the 13. Benetrix. Backhand. Rebote coming out. Juice on the move. That's on the wall. He makes the save. Benetrix attacks. Has it. Blast it low and hard. Rats looking for the rebote. Makes the play. It's a 2-all. Caught in the air by Benetrix. Benetrix to the inside. Arats makes a save. A long 2-all perfectly placed. Benetrix is there. Carambola. Scoop attempt is tipped. Point 8. Possible place point for the 8 team. Benetrix and Flores. Ball tip, point 2. Catch by Manny. There's the backhand. That hit the overhead screen. 2 places, 8 shows. Unofficial order finish, 1, 2, 8. Price will be up in a moment. Results from Game 1, our official is posted. Coming in first, post 1, Ikeda in Tennessee. They had a perfect game. Taking second, post 2, Arta and Gallo. Coming in post 8, Benetrix and Flores. The 1, 2, 8. The official order finished for our first game. There are your prices. No worries. $2 Quinella, 1, 2, $25.40. Trifecta, 1, 2, 8, $387.20. $2 wager on 1 to win, $14.80. First half of the Daily Double, the number 1. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is Game 2. It's a spectacular 7. Singles match. Play to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. No scratches in Game 2. Game 2 does begin the early pick 3. Don't forget that Urrutia appears later in the program twice in Games 5 and 7, and he is out. Urrutia replaced by Ikeda in Games 5 and 7. Post time 5 minutes away. Good luck. So, let's see. What do we miss here? Stu, brief summary. Oh, Mr. Schumann. Okay. Oh, there's a guy laying on the court. Oh, if he doesn't get up in a few minutes, let me know what happens. Push him around. Push him around. Make sure he's still alive. Sonny, now's not the best time to throw the wall and try to catch the ball between your legs when there's guys laying on the court. Just saying. See, folks, this is the stuff that just never effing ends. Okay, so in the chat, Stu, brief summary. Not intending. It's difficult to overstep, really. I mean, with all the stuff that goes around, it's difficult to overstep. We met briefly at the end of the Winter 2025 Championship, and I'm still immensely grateful for your time. Well, thank you. I'm flattered. I'm flattered that you found my time worth it. And I'm glad I was properly medicated in a good mood that day. Doesn't always happen. That's why I don't have like one of those callback numbers. How was your experience talking with Stu? It's just kind of pointless. It's like when we took the chat off of the Florida Gaming website. It's like, what's the point? We did do that. It's like, what's the point? And then something for Andrew. What's that?
Well, he's asking about stats, and yeah, I mean, if you have some stats to share and want any feedback, I would love to take a look. Anything highlight related, anything stats related.
Andrew is good about that.
Yeah, I like it. I can share my email. I mean, if someone emails me, it's not the end of the world, right? It's just Andrew at Highline Network. So if you want to, or Mr. Schumann. So if you want to just send it there. It's Andrew at Highline Network, and I can take a look and get back to you.
Looks like they mixed the team. No, same. For the most part, all those teams are the same ones that they have been. There's Cabrera's out. We knew he was going to be out. He's out today and Thursday, so we didn't put him in the program. So that's obviously a different team, but
and Unda too. That's
Unda, yeah. So I mean, Ikeda, Tennessee's a real team, and Arta Gallus. Yeah, 2 folks are out, traveling the world. And then the question about why does Tennessee have 3 names? Okay, that's a fairly easy one to ask. So as this program here at Magic City has evolved, in the very beginning, they wanted players to have names that people could identify with. I think was the big idea. And so Daryl Rock is from Tennessee, and his nickname was Tennessee. So he chose the name Tennessee. Jedden is actually Tenard Davis. Jedden is his son. CRB.
He went more literal. Yeah.
Chadsworth Reginald Barnes is his name, so he went with CRB. Ikeda is a family name, but that came in year 2. So, but what we saw happen at I'm not going to be critical of what happened at
Anderluck too. That was
Anderluck was, yes, exactly. Anderluck was a nickname given to Anderson Correa by his former partner's grandfather, I believe it was. And then also allowing them to choose numbers, like single digits. That was a mistake.
Sure.
I brought it up, but I was looked at like I was stupid, and so I immediately clammed up. Because everything at that time was about making Highline more simple, and I said, well, what could be more confusing about them all having 8 jerseys with a single digit on the front? Every player on the roster, and some have a single digit on the back, but everyone else has got 2 digits on the back. So you start at 10, and they can pick whatever number they want, 2-digit number they want. So I got like shot down like a shotgun. And you know, that's the way we did things in old Highline. It's like, not a problem. I mean, it was just like, no problem. And really, it's one of those things.
No, it wasn't a hill to die on at that point.
100% not. That was just so early. But yeah, that was wrong.
But you're right.
Yeah.
Not that you needed to hear it from me, but imagine you walk out there. This guy's got a 5 on the front, but an 8 on the back, and then this guy's got a 4 on the front, but a 7. What the?
But no one's ever going to understand what a Dehata is.
Right. But
let's move on.
Reverse is what.
Time to begin game 2. It is a spectacular. I haven't screwed that one up. Time to begin game 2. It is a spectacular 7 singles match. Played to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Game 2 concludes the daily double, begins the early pick 3. So you don't look that good. Get off the court. Serving the red shirt post 1 is Cool Fitness. Receiving the blue post 2, Juice.
So that was one of the reasons I came here, Stu, was I identified with Cool Fitness. I felt like I was so cool and fit.
Javon Williams?
I said, I got to go there.
Then we'll tell you how the name's changed. There's the serve. We begin. 2-all. Stopped by Cool. He got rid of that quick. The scoop attempt is missed. Point 1. Entering the court, the white shirt at post 3, El Barba. So then when we went to H2H and more importantly Battle Court, a group of advisors contracted by the league basically said that the names that if you're going for sports betting, that people want players' names. So that's why Cool Fitness plays Cool Fitness here, and he's also Williams. Scoop attempt, missed, point 3. Green shirt at post 4, Tennessee receives. So Tennessee was like borderline, but that's rock. El Barba, for some reason, they allow a stand. So there's not a consistent logic that runs through it, except for the names that were, I don't know, just use the real name in Battle Court and use the name that they chose in Pelota. That's kind of the rule of thumb. That's why Tennessee plays under Tennessee and Rock, and his name is Daryl Rock. 2-wall by El Barba, and he's pumping his fist. Hi, are you pumping your fist at me? Are you pissed, or is that a good thing? Yeah. Oh, it's a good thing. Okay. Point 3. Black shirt at post 5, CRB receives. Careful, Barbara, CRB is tricky. Here's the backhand by CRB. Rebote forehand by El Barba. CRB takes it in the air. There's the carom. El Barba lines it up, makes the stop. Powerful forehand, gonna cross. Scoop attempt is missed by CRB. Point 3. El Barba's on board with 3 points. Receiving post 6 is Jedden. For those of you not able to see, the ball gets caught in a particular part of the screen just on the other side of the cage. There's a whole bunch of players over there that could get up and move it, but I don't think they were paying attention. Back to the high line. Oh, that's an ace. No fist pump. Point 3. 3 with 4 points. Here's post 7. Ikeda. Backhand by Ikeda. El Barba from the 10. Rotate forehand. El Barba makes the catch. Drop shot. 1. Ikeda gets there by the second bounce. Passes, ball coming back. Oh, a chick-chack of sorts. Scores, well thrown by Ikeda, point 7. Here now to complete the first round and receive. Purple shirt at post 8, Ben. Mark, that's a good question. So, Correa, who plays under Anderluck, however, he's not playing Pelota now. He does have a full-time daytime job now, but he played for years under Anderluck, so he plays under Correa. That's 1. Powerful forehand sent straight back. Tennessee plays under Rock, so that's 2. Rebote. Catch by Ikeda. Ben on the rebote from the left side. Two all by Ben. Ikeda's on it, stops it on the forehand. 3-wall play thrown perfectly by Ikeda to score, point 7. We've completed the first round of play. Matchups are worth 2 points now through the end of the game. First to return, the blue post 2. Juice. When Juice here does substitute, he goes in under Joseph. Yeah, oh, sorry, not substitute. He's actually in battle court. So, yes, Juice is actually Joseph. Or I should say Joseph is actually Juice. Nicknamed Sonny. Catch on the forehand of Ikeda. Point 7. 7 with 4 points, serving post 1. Returning is Cool Fitness. And when Cool Fitness substitutes, he substitutes under Williams. That, I believe, is it. The real Griswold. Players who have full-time daytime jobs, especially since we made it less of a requirement to continuing the program since we're only playing 20 performances in the second half of 2025. Catch by Cool Fitness. Ikeda from the 9 line. Catch by Cool Fitness again. Low and hard. Rebote forehand by Ikeda. Well played. Cool Fitness powerfully from the forehand. Rebote forehand right up the middle. Cool Fitness missed it. A clean miss. Push Ikeda out of the way. Ikeda goes to the outside, gets it. Smiles at Cool Fitness, throws it back at him. Oh my goodness. Ow. That's good. It hit what happened there? Oh, it hit the pad. All that work and it hit the pad. You messed it up. Cool. Damn. Challenge? 0.7. Well played. Cool did get the point. It didn't touch the pad. Point one. Everyone was confused with that one. Okay, green shirt to post 4. Tennessee receives. That's an over, sir. 0.4. Forward 2 points. Here's post 5. CRB. Here's the backhand by CRB. We'll rotate forehand by Rock. CRB backs up, tips at 0.4. 4 points for the 4 post. Receiving, Jedden. Jedden from the 11 line. Robote to the outside. Jedden, he's there. What a catch by Tennessee. Backhand on the inside. Jedden from the 9 line. Robote to the outs. Wow. Are you dancing because the judge almost got hit? Get ready for every one of your calls to be tight, like real tight. Yeah, yeah. Dancing on behalf of the judge getting hit. Smart move. 0.6. El Barber receives. Backhand by up. Oh, that took off. Hit the overhead screen. 0.6. 6 with 4 points. Here's post 8. Ben. There's the backhand by Ben. Rotate forehand. 0.8. 8 with 2 points. Juice returns. Blue post 2. Ben on the catch, backhand from the 9, low and hard. Juice is there. Inside placement. Juice makes a stop, backhand from the 8. Ben from the forehand at the 8. Good catch by Ben, backhand. Point 8. 8 has 4, 7 has 4. Ikeda receives. Good. That ball touched the overhead screen, which is out of play. 0.7. Possible game point for Ikeda. Pink of post 7. Trying to stop him. Cool fitness. Powerful backhand that took off at the overhead screen. Point and game, ladies and gentlemen, to the pink of post 7, Ikeda. 4, 3, 6, and 8 pair off and playoff for second and third place. 4 first serves, 2, 3. Mark, you are correct. Ben is one of our original players. Costado inside. Scoop by Albarba. Backhand 2 all caught the pad. Point 4. 6 serves to 8. Winner of this point meets 4 in the continuing playoff 4. Second and third place. Robote missed. Point 8. Tennessee now serves to Ben. Here's the backhand by Ben. Tennessee makes the catch. Tennessee to the outside, makes the play. Ben moves up, winds up. Light touch. Tennessee catches that back at the 7 line. Powerful backhand's going to feed the Robote at the side wall. That's a tough save by Ben. Tennessee, oh, with the right side, really? Point 8. Eight places, 4 shows. Prices and results are official from Game 2. Coming in first, post 7. Ikeda taking second, post 8. Ben coming in third, post 4. Tennessee. 7-8-4. Official order finish 4. Game 2. $2 Keno 7-8, $30.40. Trifecta 7-8-4, $2.61 even. $2 wager on 7 to win, $8. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is Game 3. Game 3, played to 7 points with no points doubling after the first round play. Game 3 also begins the High Five for today. High Five is a pick 5 wager. Correctly pick the winners of games 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. If you do so correctly. Have the only ticket that does so, you'll cash in on the $2,000 minimum guarantee in the High Five. Post time is now 8 minutes away. Good luck. Another low runner. Clean miss in the front court. There's the back court. Excellent catch by Cabrera, made behind him. Ball was dropping. CRB got there before the second bounce. Oh, that took a major turn and scores. Robote by Tennessee. Oh my, oh my. That was a beautifully thrown 2-wall. Robote forehand save. Jolin attacks, has it at the 4 line. Low and hard. Ragley, tremendous second effort, keeps that point alive. Karen by Ben. Well executed and scoring. Robote left side. Robote forehand by Douglas. Costello 2-all, beautifully executed by Aratz to score. Cabrera advances, midcourt, backhand. Robote left side, 2-all. My goodness, that scores for Arctic. Alex going to save that. Robote had the distance. Here's Gaucheri up at the 4 line, blasting it. What a scoop by Alex. Scoop by Ikeda. No. Robote by Manny. Oh my.
Robote forehand. 2-all off the Robote. Douglas just does stop it. Douglas to the inside. What a scoop by Gaucheri.
Here's Manu from the 10 line. Robote to the inside. Manu, Robote left side, looking for that 2-all. That drops in and scores. My, oh my, what a shot.
And folks, that top 10 will take us here about 2 minutes from the start of game number 3. Look out for 2 scratches that will impact the high 5, games 5 and 7. Same in both. Urrutia out, Ikeda goes in the front court, substituting for Urrutia.
You know, Mark, in looking at your question, there is no, I mean, I have always been one in highlight to say that settle it on the court, settle it on the court, settle it on the court, settle it on the court. I'm not big into anything other than putting 2 guys on the court playing against each other in singles or doubles. Yeah. So regardless of like, let's take a look at Douglas. I mean, for all intents and purposes, Douglas is an original Magic City player. Now, someone can say that, you know, well, he was trained by his father. Well, that's okay, but I can't even say that I was trained by my father, but I did take private tutoring with Joey. and still can't throw Robote. It's not in the genes, and you either have the abilities or you don't. And nothing about playing in that batting cage in North Carolina could let anybody know what the future would be like. But he's an original Magic City player, as is Benny. So the Basque element doesn't really enter into it, with the exception that it is true in the Basque Country and, of course, in France, that there are courts basically lying around like postage stamps on the grass there. I mean, there's frontons everywhere, and a player can pick up a cesta and learn how to throw from age 3 on. And that's the advantage that they have over us, as well as training programs. So, but that's really the only advantage. Being Basque has to do.
With that, game 3 and the high five. Good luck.
Time to begin game 3, spectacular 7 scoring. Serving. The red shirts post 1, Julian L. Barber receiving blue post 2, Benetrix and Flores. Julian serves. We begin with Benetrix picking that serve. El Barba. Tip, point 2. White shirts, post 3, entering the court, CRB and Ben. No, neither way. It really is game by game and point by point. And despite what you see in Battle Court with the teams established against one another, these guys practice with and against each other, regardless of what team they're with in Battle Court. And of course, as you see here in Pelota, they'll often play with each other and also against each other. Philo stopped by Benetrix. Benetrix's carom scores point 2. On the board 2 points. Here's post 4. Juice and Rots. I wouldn't say that there are some players on the roster who don't sometimes have issues being beaten by other players. I mean, that kind of goes hand in hand with, I think, any sport. Point 4. Black shirts post 5. We have Arta and Gallo. Like one player who will remain absolutely nameless, though I do occasionally throw it out there, really doesn't like being beaten by CRB. Yeah, it's just a thing in the early games. You don't really see it in the late games. So there are a couple of those, but nothing. There's always a smile and a handshake at some point. Postalo 2-all lands in and scores. Well thrown by Arta, point 5. Yellow shirts at post 6, Jedden and Benny receive. Backhand by Benny to the inside. Arta pulls that off the wall. Splitter, stopped by Benny. Benny, 2-all, opens and scores. Can't get through both of them, Arta. Can't get through both of them. No way. No way. Not even out there. Point 6. Pink shirts, post 7, Ikeda and Tennessee. Powerful backhand by Tennessee. Good catch by Benny. Ikeda from the 8. Robote. Forehand by Ikeda. Jedden, backhand. Powerful backhand. That clears the overhead screen. Outside placement of the forehand, Robote. Caught by Benny. Tennessee from the 11. Powerful backhand, clears. Rebote for Jen. Jen makes the save. Ikeda on the bounce. Ikeda now mid-court from the 8 line. Rotate by Benny. He keeps it inside. Tennessee advances. Backhand at the 10. Rotate forehand. Oh, the floater. Got him. 0.7. Here now to complete the first round and receive purple shirts, Bow State, Cool Fitness, and Manning. Powerful backhand by Manny. Caught in the air by Tennessee. Ikeda, forehand rebote. Manny will take that on the bounce. Right side to the inside. Ikeda's there. Manny from the 11. Powerful backhand by Tennessee. Rebote saved by Cool Fitness, well played. Ikeda attacks, split placement, scores 0.7. 7 with 2 points, serving the returning 1 team, Julin and El Barba. Julin picks the serve. Catch in the backcourt by Tennessee. Julin now from the 8. That's a great catch by El Barba, pulling that off the wall. Beautifully done. Rebote forehand by Julin. Ikeda from the 8 line. Backhand by El Barba. Ikeda at the 9. Rebote by Julin to the inside. Ikeda back at the 8, backhand. El Barba advances, takes it in the air. Backhand to the inside. Tennessee's there. Rebote forehand. A clip on the side while that ball is going outside. So's Julin. He makes the save. It's a 2-all. Nice play. Ikeda backing up, makes the catch on the outside. That sidearm carom will land in perfect to score. Well done by Ikeda. 0.7. 4 points for the 7 post. Receiving. Wide of post 3, CRB and Ben. Tennessee down low, great catch. Powerful backhand, Rebote. Great catch by Ben. Ikeda looks for the rebote on the forehand to the inside. Ben's there. Ikeda reads it, stops it before the second bounce. Right back to the outside. Ben got assessed on it, but just could not bring it in. 0.7. Possible game point for pink shirts of post 7. Ikeda in Tennessee trying to stop them. Benetrix and Flores. Ikeda, backhand. Flores takes it in the air at the 11. Ikeda now midcourt, backhand again. Benetrix, long 2-all, will score. 0.2. Green shirts, post 4. Juice and Rots receive. Flores, backhand from the 11 line. Aratz is there. Backhand 2-all. Will score for Aratz. 0.4. For 3 points, here's post 5. Arta and Gallo. Arta steps up to pick that serve. That 2-all. Beautifully executed and scoring. Well done. 0.5. 5 with 3 points. Here's post 6. Jed and Benny. Backhand by Gallo. .5. Possible game point. Black shirts post 5. Arta and Gallo trying to stop them. Cool fitness, Sam Manning. There's a backhand by Manny. Manny moves up, makes the catch overhead. 0.8. Eight gets the point. Returning, red shirts up, post 1. Julian and El Barba. Julian took the serve on the right side. That's interesting. Outside placement. Stopped by Manny. Here's the backhand by Manny. El Barba's there. El Barba up high. Forehand to the inside. Point 8. 8 with 4 points. Here's post 3. CRB and Ben. There's the backhand by Ben. Hard and low to the inside. Scooped up by Manny. Manny on the backhand. Ben's there. Rebote forehand. 2-all. Stop by Cool Fitness. Drop by Cool Fitness. Point 3. Did you lose something, Ben? You pointing at something? What are you pointing at? What's Ben pointing at? Returning with possible game point, 17. Ikeda in Tennessee. Hard throw by Tennessee. Caught by Ben. Ikeda midcourt. Low and hard. Ben's there. Backhand. Rebote save by Ben. High to the front wall. Ikeda takes it in the air at the 7. Powerful throw. What a catch by Ben. Ikeda. Backhand from the 9. Rebote forehand. Ben advances. Backhand from the 7. Rebote forehand, 2 pass. Dropping and scoring. Winning game, post 7. Ikeda and Tennessee. 7 wins at 5 places, 2 serves to 8. It's playoff 4, 3rd place. Powerful serve by Benetrix, caught by Manning. Benetrix from the 8. Powerful backhand, caught by Manny. Manny over the top. Outside placement, caught the rail. Two shows. Unofficial order finish, 7-5-2. Your price will be up in a moment. I really can't stand when Ben does that pointy nonsense. I mean, if you're going to run the game out, it's kind of like, what is it? It's like, you know, a baseball player pointing at the upper deck, you know, and then if he doesn't hit a home run, he looks like an ass.
Or it'd be more like a pitcher after they strike out a batter, pointing to the bench. You know? So
Okay.
go back there.
Yeah.
Go back to where you're.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I shouldn't bring in sports analogies that I don't understand, but baseball was appropriate. It's like, in the beginning, these guys were serious about this stuff, and it was really annoying. The Schnitt talk that they engaged in, and it's like, guys, you got to understand, there are going to be weeks where you're not going to make any prize money, like none. And they're like, oh, get out of here, get out of here. No, there are days where someone's going to walk out of here with $1,000 based on the way that the prize money is set up, and you're going to get nothing. And if you're going to also include the Schnitt talk, it's going to be a very uncomfortable place to work very quickly. So we shut that down year 1.
Yeah.
And Scott, thankfully, just kind of took my word on that. It's like, yeah, let them show as much emotion as they want. But there was one player where I gave a specific example. So what if I was standing over there saying, and I gave a line, Scott said, well, I'd be very surprised if you said that. I said, I have said it on a highlight court before. Okie dokie, you guys want prices, don't you? 7-5-2, official order of finish. Quinella 5-7, 43-20. Trifecta 7-5-2, 159-40. Up next, game 4, spectacular 7. Scoring. Game 4 will end the early pick 3. It's a singles match. Post time 6 minutes. Good luck. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Because remember, folks, as Michelle Brunel points out, there's only so much chatting time left for us. So, Michelle, we still have not received an official press release and have been warned that if we publicly comment on the name of the facility we are going, we will be terminated with prejudice. That with prejudice part means that we'll be fired and we will not be able to work in High again if we acknowledge the name of the facility that we are going to down the street. So, see that down the street's a ringer because it might be down the street. But which street?
Yeah.
There's several places down
be
the street.
Alligator Alley. That's a long
could be
street.
95, could be 27, could be the Palmetto. So Andrew and I are under strict instructions, and the C-suite, CEO, COO, Chief Marketing Officer, all those other EOs have not sent us anything. One moment. Saying that we can announce where we are going. Not the best kept secret in the world. It's kind of like Chernobyl, but a big accident happened because everyone's radiation is going off throughout Europe. No, it didn't. Anyway, but your part about no Pelota, yes. We will not be playing Pelota in the first half of 2026. That we know for sure. Second half of 2026, and that has everything to do with the state's fiscal year. Because remember, Pelota performances like you're watching now are regulated by the state. We actually pay a per-game fee. Have to have a minimum
fees.
Yeah, minimum 8 games, or there's workarounds, but they're in bad taste.
We don't work.
No, we don't. So second half, we're not sure. We'll see. But Battle Court definitely. In fact, there's a date, February 9th, at the new facility. I imagine at some point we'll get talking points, or we'll get the green light, or we'll be able to tell you where we're going and discuss all the good things associated with that move. And if not, we'll just tune into Battle Court on February 9th, and surprise, surprise, surprise. Either way, it wouldn't surprise me. Mark, you're right, Alex, I believe, Alex is landing this afternoon. I think landing about now. I haven't checked his flight status. So he's back in Battle Court tonight. Yes, he did play in Spain this weekend, and Sherry will as well. So, yeah, I mean, we're not going to I don't mean to sound it just occurred to me what I'm about to say is going to sound arrogant, and I don't mean it to. We're not shutting down the program for anybody. We're not delaying our games for anybody. We will accommodate as best we can Battle Court schedules when known sufficiently in advance. And by sufficiently in advance, I'm talking months in advance. So Sherry and Alex, this was known months in advance. So we were able to make sure that the schedule accounted for that.
Best it could.
Yeah, exactly. And we continue on. Did I miss anything?
Oh, I think you got it all, Stu. I'm just confused about the date.
What day?
February 9th is a Monday, right? Do you know if the schedule's changing? Or is that a tease? Or is that a...
I don't believe...
Okay.
That's just the number that was given at me.
Okay.
No schedule was in front of me.
All right.
So I don't believe... I was also told that the schedule will not be changing. So those two things don't go together. But February... So maybe it's February 10th.
Okay. But right around then, folks, just after the Super Bowl, as we always begin the winter season.
Yeah, try to take your sports betting product that you want to have some wagers placed on and put it up against the Super Bowl. Let me know how it works. We handle...
Yeah, I might be
nothing.
sick that day. Yeah. Game 4. Let's begin.
Cute, Mark. Looks like you have some familiarity with that address. Do you remember the phone number? Time to begin game number 4. It is a spectacular 7 singles match. Played to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Serving. Red shirt at post 1, Manny. Receiving blue at post 2, going Naga. Underserve. Point 2. White shirt at post 3, Benny received. Gonaga makes the catch. Hard to the inside. Scoop by Benny. 2-all by Benny. Well thrown. And scoring. Point 3. Point 3. Black shirt post 5. Hiro receives. Rotate forehand. 2-all by Benny against Hiro, his friend. Cut his friend up in his 40. Oh, he's going to hit with, yep, that's right. Hit you with the ball. Point 3. Yellow shirt post 6, Lalu receives. Rotate forehand saved by Benny. Lalu from the 8. Here's a backhand by Lalu. Rotate left side. Lalu takes it on the bounce at the 8. Powerfully to the inside. Picked up by Benny. Scoop by Benny. Costado 2. Wow. Keep playing like that, we're going to change your name from Benny to Joey. Just kidding. Good 2-all. Point 3. Pink of post 7, Arta receives. Powerful backhand by Arta. Robote coming out. Costado 2-all. Benny caught it. Costado 2-all return, scores. Point 3. Benny has 5 points. Now receiving the purple of post 8, Echeverry. No, Mark, I meant, do you know the phone number by heart? If you do, then you're affiliated with that place. Here's the backhand by Echeverry to pass. Robote, left side to the inside. Echeverry on the catch. Backhand from the 8. Robote. A Costado 2-all festival in this 4th game, this time for Echeverry. Point 8. We've completed the first round of play. Matchups are worth 2 points now through the end of the game. First return, Manny. Echeverry on the catch. Backhand from the 10. That 2-all is out. Point 1. 1 and 2 points. Here's post 2. Gonaga. The Dale Mabry Home Depot. That's both simultaneously funny and sad. Robote left side. This catch by Gonaga. Point two. Two on the board, 3 points, serving to post 4. Here's Julian. Catch by Julian, backhand. Two all by Julian, stopped by Goanaga. Goanaga will score, point two. Possible game point for the blue at post 2, Goanaga, trying to stop him. Hyro. Rotate forehand. Rotate save. Ball short, point 5. Play continues. Hyro with 2 points, serving to the yellow shirt at post 6, Lalu. Here's the backhand by Lalu. Hyro, high scoop on the left side, powerful backhand. Lalu winding up, coast the inside, stopped by Hyro. To the corner, out to the rebote, saved by Lalu, will score, point 6. Six with 2 points, here's post 7. Arta. There's a backhand by Arta. Low and inside. Arta reaches in, makes a great catch. Lalu from the 9. Powerful backhand. That took off, hit the overhead screen, point 6. 4 points for the 6 team, returning with possible game point. The white at post 3, Benning. Two all, caught the pad. Point in game, post 3, Benning. No playoff here. 2 places, 6 shows. Unofficial order finish 3-2-6. Your price will be up in a moment.
Douglas.
Results and prices are official. 3-2-6, the official order for game 4. $2 Quinella, 2-3. Well, I was too slow there. The pick 3, 7-7-3. 3 of 3 numbers, returning $165.40. $2 wager on 3 to win, $9. $2 Quinella, 2-3, 27.60. That's first and second any order. Trifecta, 3-2-6, 99.60. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is our 5th game, the beginning of our feature doubles games. Played to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Remember, there is a correction. Call it a scratch, call it a correction, whatever you like. Game 5, post 6. Urrutia is out, replaced by Ikeda. Game 5, post 6. Urrutia is out, replaced with Ikeda. No other changes in Game 5. Post time is now 7 minutes away. Good luck. So, you remember meeting me at the Home Depot on Dale Mabry. Ooh, that's so sad to say it that way. Because that obviously is a reference. Andrew doesn't know some of these references. So,
Isn't that a fronton?
Fronton was there.
Yeah, right? Isn't it?
Tampa.
Okay.
Tampa Highlight was there, which in the last time that I was on that piece of property was 1998. Talk about bad taste. I mean, we knew we were closing or whatever, and as the last things were going out of that building, the bulldozers were in the parking lot. Ugh.
Sad.
So that's where we met. Oh, and closing night crowd there was just something else. I mean, that was amazing. A full fronton where the mutual line. So that had so Tampa had a different kind of makeup. Like the main lobby, for instance.
Yeah.
The betting lines were in the front of the fronton. Okay? Like in the very front. Like you walk through the front doors, and there were the betting lines there. And then across the way was concessions. And that night, closing night, which was July 4th, 1998, I think, or July 3rd, whatever it was, somewhere around there, July of 1998, the concession lines backed up to the mutual lines, as it had been for years. And I remember that it was all hands on deck because people were basically, think of rats on a sinking ship. Anyway, and the owner and I were running ice to the bars. And someone stopped him and said, in the nicest, kindest voice possible, lady, I remember her makeup to this day, perfectly done. Excuse me, sir, are you? Yes, ma'am, I am. This is such a beautiful evening. I just want you to know what kind of blah, 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 blah. She let him have it for closing it. And he just nodded, and we went on and we delivered our ice. And neither he or I left the executive offices, which were no windows hidden. I mean, they were perfect Highlight offices.
Yeah.
They were like, good luck trying to find those offices there.
But that was it? You just hunkered down there for the rest of the night?
That was it. We hunkered down for the rest of the night, and then we continued to run simulcast for a while.
Okay. Yeah.
And that's that story. I'll tell how we picked the date when we locked the doors. I'll tell you off. It's just such a pari-mutuel way of deciding the day you're going to close that.
So it was closed, but
The highlight was finished. The season finished.
Okay.
So the highlight was done. And players by that time were notified. Some were going to Miami, some were going to Ocala, some weren't going anywhere. That was just a mess. And it was an awesome fronton. I mean, the vibe in that fronton was great. I loved living on the West Coast for those 6 months, and I loved driving into. I thought it was really, really nice. I really did. It was Tampa was a really good town for highlight, but people stopped coming.
I tell you what, I mean, at the risk of offending Miami folks, I think Tampa historically it's a way better sports town than Miami is. I'd say that probably. The
fair weather quality, you're absolutely right.
I mean, in Miami, people will go, but it's more to be seen or to go to a scene or a game or something. In Tampa, I think they really care about their sports up there.
You're 100% correct.
Not that people don't hear, but it's just, fewer.
No, when the Dolphins aren't doing well, they got, nooses hanging out, and everybody wants everybody fired within the first 10 minutes. The Heat, it's the same thing. No one watches the Heat when they're not well. Right. They always try to bring in the most expensive player, best player in the world. And that helps. Then they win something.
But hockey, we got hockey down here. But even still, how many diehard Florida Panther hockey fans? I know CRB's a big fan, but he's probably the biggest fan that I know. And I don't know many other people that follow them.
It's really a trick. It is a tricky town for sports, but it's a tricky town for anything. I mean, you even look at the historical stuff. you know, the first highlight fronton blew away in 1926, so that hasn't been it. But the other one that was built in 1926 still stands. And when I'm at one point was working for that organization and mentioned, hey, shouldn't we look at this, at registering this on the National Historic Registry? Both the CEO and the GM jumped out of their chair. I mean, literally, it was like, no. Because if it is registered, then you can't do much with the property. You except preserve it. But I mean, even that Miami's kind of garbage, because that if you look up the original downtown Miami Sears and what happened to the wall, one of the walls is still standing as part of the Adrian Arch.
The Arts Center?
I believe so, but one of the walls is still standing. But that's how they got by it, because that was listed on the National Historic Registry.
Yeah, this is the 1300 U.S. Route 1, so that's, yeah.
So wall of the original Sears in Miami is standing. That's how they got around that, but it's only a wall. They didn't preserve the building or the Sears.
I got to see this. Okay.
Andrew is investigative. He really likes this stuff.
That was a Sears? That's a pretty cool looking Sears.
Oh, you see the original old block?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really cool. That big traffic circle right in front. Wow.
All right, let's begin.
I'll keep looking. We got game 5 coming up now.
Time to begin our 5th game. It is a spectacular 7. Doubles match played to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Up first and serving. Serving red shirts of post 1, we got Inaki and Ben. Receiving blue post 2, Lalu and Aratz. Here's the serve. We begin. Backhand by Iñaki. Ben on the catch. Beautifully caught deep in the backcourt. What a catch by Ben. Robote left side. Lalu's there, winding up. Coasty inside. Ben. High to the front wall, Lalu makes the catch. Ben's there again, great catch. Powerful backhand. Nyaki attacks on the forehand. Powerful right side, 2 pass. Aratz on the Robote save. Backhand by Ben. Ben from the 11 line to the inside. Lalu's there. Robote left side. Aratz makes the catch, backhand from the 10. There's the backhand by Ben to the inside. Lalu now from the 10 line. Robote coming way out. Inaki on the move. Aratz takes it on the bounce. Lalu backhand from the 6. Powerfully thrown. Robote by Iñaki. Lalu takes it in the air, winds up. Split placement. Point 2. Two serves to the white shirts of post 3. Gonaga and Nicholas. Point 3. Green shirts, post 4 receiving. Etcheberry and Benny. Yeah, I had to go to the whole first round for facial hair. Like when he's talking about when he saw me at. There's a backhand by Benny, powerfully thrown. Nicholas takes it behind the 13. Powerful backhand by Nicholas. Rabote coming out. There's a backhand by Benny. Rabote on the wall. Gonaga makes the save. Etcheberry makes the catch. Etcheberry again from the Costalo. Split placement caught in the air by Gonaga. Gonaga blasted inside, scooped up by Benny. Benny, powerful backhand. Nicholas makes the catch. Gonaga reaches out. Drop shot. Benny takes off. Got it. Splitter. Interference ruled. The point will be replayed. Yeah, so without the interference, Etcheberry probably would have had a play on, or whoever would have had a play. I forgot. I don't see who was interfered with. Whoever was interfered with. There's a backhand by Benny. Point 4. Black shirts at post 5. Benetrix and Douglas receive. Here's a backhand by Benetrix. Yellow shirts of post 6. Ikeda and Julin. There's a backhand by Benetrix. Robote coming out. What a catch by Douglas on the left side. Backhand. Ikeda makes the catch. Powerful forehand Robote. What a catch by Chulin. Benetrix down low. Backhand from the 7. Robote save by Ikeda. That's in play. Benetrix backs the 9 line from the forehand. Robote forehand to the inside. Benetrix is there. Robote left side. Caught in the air by Ikeda. Ikeda on the backhand. Caught by Douglas. Point 5. Five has 2 points, yeah? Gallo on the catch, forehand. Benetrix midcourt, backhand to the inside. 2-all, as stopped by Benetrix. Iturbide midcourt, point 5. Here now to complete the first round and receive purple shirt, post 8. Jairo Manu. Here's the backhand by Benetrix. Manu from the 11. What a catch by Manu. Rips that right off the wall. Douglas, hard to the inside. Jairo's there. Douglas goes back, catches it on the left, puts it inside. Go to left side by Benetrix. Manu from the 11. Jairo powerfully from the right side. Robote, left side, little clip. Big bounce brought down by Jairo. Jairo. Point 5. 5 team has 4 points. We've completed the first round of play. Matchups are worth 2 points now through the end of the game. First to return, red at post 1. Iñaki and Ben. The ace will score. Possible game point for black shirts post 5. Benetrix and Douglas trying to stop them. Lalu and Rotz. Powerful backhand by Douglas. Caught by Rotz. Beautiful catch. Lalu now. Backhand. Powerfully thrown. Caught on the forehand of Douglas. Ball roll tipped. Point and a perfect game. Black shirts at post 5. That's Benetrix and Douglas. 5 wins it 3, 4, and 2, playing off for second and third place. 3 first serves to 4. Here's a backhand by Benny. What a catch by Benny, ripping that from the sidewall on the left side. Benny again, backhand. Ball tipped by Nicholas, point 4. Possible place point for post 4. Etcheberry and Benny trying to stop them. Lalou and Aratz. There's the backhand by Aratz. Backhand by Etcheberry. Wall to wall from the left side. Robote. Cut off by Etcheberry. Etcheberry up the sidewall. Backhand. Robote left side. Catch by Lalou. Lalou from the right side to the inside. Benny saves the Robote. Lalou cuts it off. Splitter. Caught. Dropped. Point 2. 2 serves 4. This is place and show point. Powerful backhand by Benny, low runner. Scooped up by Aratz beautifully on the left side. Outside placement, scoop by Lalou. Wow. Oh, don't hit anybody. There's the backhand by Benny. Benny on the catch from the forehand. Aratz calls for it. Backhand from the 10. Robote left side by Lalou. He makes a save. Difficult Robote save now by Benny. Aratz with a hop. Backhand from the 8. Powerfully thrown. Robote coming out. Etcheberry on the Robote. He shoots it to the outside. Lalou made the save. That's in play. And it scores. My, oh, my. 2 places, 4 shows. Unofficial order finish. 5-2-4. Your price will be up in a moment. Results are official. Coming in first in our 5th game, post 5. Benetrix and Douglas, they had a perfect game, taking second, post 2. Lalou and Aratz coming in third, post 4. Etcheberry and Benny. 5-2-4, the unofficial order finish for game 5. Your prices will be posted in a moment. $2 Canelo 2-5, 32-20, trifecta 5-2-4, $199 even. $2 wager on 5 to win, 420. Up next, game 6, a spectacular 7. Singles match, played to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Post time, 6 minutes away. Good luck. So I'm going to try something different here. JR, I'm going to try something. I'm going to talk to you, but I'm on the mic, okay? I'm on the microphone. I'm announcing these people. You want to hear something funny? Okay. Someone puts into the chat that, here, wait, let me look carefully. So back at Tampa Highlight, 1998, at the end, all right? You know, things weren't great. All right. So he recognized me because he remembered that I had some rather choice and irreverent comments for an unruly customer. I left an impression. 25 years ago, I left an impression. Now, I'm saying this for JR's well-being because this is obviously Juan Ramon Arasate. And yeah, throughout my highlight career, I've sometimes just kind of lost it or gone off or left these little impressions here and there, and I haven't meant to. But the fact that you're bringing it up in the chat from Tampa Highlight, which hasn't even been in existence for 25 years, 27 years, it's impressive. Thank you for the recognition. I hope I wasn't too ugly towards whoever it was. Yeah, I didn't have, when it came to customers, I didn't have a lot of patience for, you know, yeah, the customer's always right, but Pari-mutuel customers to a point. If you were talking schnitt to one of the players, yeah, you got to go. Yeah, you got to go. If I came at you with police behind me, you definitely were going. Yeah.
If you have the transcript, you can send it to Andrew at Highline Network as well, because now that we got the email out there.
It was rare. It's been a rare.
Drunk guy, too. Drunk as a skunk.
Oh, he was. If he was drunk and belligerent, then
Tues got even less tolerance.
In '98, I was only 2 years out of working in inpatient psych in the emergency room. No, there have been really so many over the years. That, and I don't mean so many. I you know, it's just there were a lot of fans in these Frontons, and. Like, I remember a couple in Fort Pierce, but that was more recent. That was like 2007, 2008. Right. And if you got drunk or you did something in the poker room that you weren't supposed to be doing, yeah, you left. Yeah, you
that was it.
Yeah, you definitely left. Fat Boy, name changes will probably be in the memo that we're going to get if we get a memo. I have not yet received a memo. I don't think that we will continue to have Magic City in the name because that would be, you know, Magic City is going to continue to exist without us. So people just naturally say Magic City, but... Mark, I'm just impressed that you remember that. I mean, the guy in Fort Pierce, I imagine, remember that because the police, well, they were a little harsh with him. But that had nothing to do with me. I said that he had to go. And then he took up his issue with the police. Oh. And then I saw his booking photo, and I was like, ugh.
That wasn't how you left him? Yeah.
That's not not what he looked like when he left the poker room. Yeah. No, if he was drunk and unruly, especially if he was bothering other people, yeah.
You got to go.
Yeah. As role of assistant general manager, so assistant GM at Miami, Tampa, Fort Pierce, and Ocala at one time or another, that's one of your responsibilities. Sometimes people got to go. And, thanks for the memories, though.
It's good memories.
And just so the people around here know, it didn't just start when I came back into Highlight. Because I was out of Highlight 2013, that 5-year period. Just thinking about that period.
Quiet.
Did a look of peace just come over my face?
It did. It really did. But I'm not sure what it was. I don't know if, maybe it's kicking in.
No, it's not really. He was wearing enough gold to fill Fort Knox, and the lady he had with him was rather obviously on the clock. Well. I wasn't going to be intimidated by the gold or the person on the clock. No, there were... Usually, you sit in your own office, minding your own business, and someone says, so we got a problem. Where's the problem? Problems in the poker room, problems in the auditorium, problems with Highlight.
Right.
And then you go take a look for yourself, and it's like, maybe someone overreacted. No, that's a problem. And when it's a problem, you make a decision. Usually first pass is, so hey, glad you're enjoying yourself this evening. I need you to do X, Y, and Z. And you give the person a chance. There aren't 3 chances.
No, that's...
And sometimes they leave for the night, and sometimes they're ejected. Now, since these places have casinos associated with them, that's now changed. You get ejected from a casino far easier than you did a pari-mutuel facility.
We found that out, yeah.
We almost came close to finding out the other day. Oh, so you stopped watching when Orlando shut down? Interesting. Well, glad that you started watching again. We're ready to begin Game 6. It is a spectacular 7 singles match. Play to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Serving, red shirt at post 1. Hyro. Receiving in the blue post 2. Iturbide. Thanks for the compliment, Real Griswold. We have a lot of fun here. We really do. And the program is inherently it's just a good program. Good people, great people behind the scenes. There's a serve. We begin. Good guys on the court, trying hard. The highlight is good. The views are good. It's a lot of fun around here. Drop shot. Caught the pad. Point 1. Hyro first up on the board in our 6th game. That'll bring to the court the white shirt at post 3, Iñaki. Backhand by Iñaki. Hyro reaches out, makes the catch on the forehand. Hard to the inside he goes. Chulo scores, point 3. Green shirt post 4, Rotz receives. Relaxing of the uniform rules for Friday, Halloween. I mean, in terms of the players, they're scary enough as is. Barbara has dressed up like there's a very funny picture that Diaz gave me. What a catch by Rotz. Here's the backhand from the 11 line. Inside placement. Rotz gets in there, goes for the rebote. It had the height, it had the distance. Inaki's there. Karam scores. Point 3. Receiving. Black shirt to post 5, Echeberry. Barbara was dressed as a pirate. There's a picture of him and me being unamused. But it wasn't on the court. And that was back like 2019, 2020, something like that. But in terms of highlight players in costume on the court, no. That's not going to happen. Or if it does, it'll be a huge surprise to me and arranged by someone way out of my pay grade.
Yeah, special uniforms maybe, but they wouldn't have told Stu.
Rebote by Echeberry. Scoop by Iñaki. There's the backhand. Good save by Echeberry at the side wall. Inaki's winding up. Inside. Ball tipped. Point 3. He has 3 points. Here's post 6. Manu. Here's a catch by Manu. Backhand from the 8. Manu on the forehand. From the 9 line to the inside. Scoop by Manu. Karam. It's out. Point 3. Four points at the 3 post. Douglas receives. Pink at post 7. Ernesto, why did you change your name? I'm starting to question whether or not this is really Ernesto. Point 3. 3 with 5 points. Receiving post 8 to complete the first round of play is Nicholas. Yeah, Ernesto, I don't remember there being. Do you remember there being numbers?
No,
after his name?
everyone's name appears differently now. It has. It's like a X handle. It says @ and then their name and maybe some numbers. But yeah, 45-35 at the end of Ernesto. We haven't seen that.
Oh, so
ever.
It's a technical thing. So,
Yeah.
okay.
You're right, Stu.
Robote fell short. Point 3.
Don't let Ernesto tell you.
I don't
that
pay
you're wrong.
attention
Yeah.
half that.
You're right.
Half the crap that guy said. Oh, sorry, microphone. So, kidding, Ernesto. First round's complete. Matchups are worth 2 points now through the end of the game. First to return, post 2, the blue shirt, Itrapide. Robote left side to the inside. Itrapide is there. Backhand, powerfully thrown. Nice save by Iñaki, scooped up, but not held on to. That is point and game to the white shirt at post 3, Iñaki. 3 wins it, 1 places. 4-5, 6-7, 8-2. Pair off and play off for 3rd place. 4 first serves to 5. Backhand took off, hit the overhead screen, point 4. 6 now serves to 7. Oh, for serve, point 7. 8 now serves to 2. The winner's point meets 4 and 7, then continuing playoff for 3rd place. Backhand 2-all. That hit the pad, point 8. 4, 7, and 8 remain in the playoff for 3rd place. 4 first serves to 7. Here's the backhand by Douglas. Catch by Aratz. Robote 2-all. Great effort by Aratz. Turn that into a kill shot. Point does go to the 7. Possible show point for Douglas. Trying to stop him. Nicholas. Backhand by Nicholas to the inside. Nicholas on the catch. 2-all. Well executed by Nicholas to score. 8 serves to 7. This is show point. Here's the backhand by Douglas. Powerful throw. Robote. Forehand. 2-all. Is out. Eight shows. Unofficial order finish. 3-1-8. Your price will be up in a moment. Results from our sixth game are official. Coming in first, post 3, Iñaki. Taking second, post 1, Jairo. Coming in third, post 8, Nicholas. 3-1-8. The official order finished 4 game 6. Ernesto, are you seriously in Jamaica? Because, I mean, we talk about harder winds on a Kendall summer storm, but no, that's a Cat 5 storm. At least was coming ashore as a Cat 5 storm. I ain't nothing to play around with. $2 Quinella 1-3 1580. Trifecta 3-1-8 188.80. $2 wager on 3 to win 1560. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is game number 7, a spectacular 7 doubles match. Played at 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Reminder that Urrutia is out from game 7 and replaced by Ikeda. Game 7, post 7. Urrutia is out and replaced by Ikeda. Look at that, high 5. The 3 is alive in the high 5 today. My, oh, my. Who is the 3? Inaki and Julian going for the Goitiandia brothers. Interesting. No, Ernesto, I haven't. I watched any news actually this morning. I had a meeting this morning and then came straight here. I'm also not big on watching storm coverage. I spent Andrew on 157th and Quail Roost. Anyone, if you know where if anyone who's familiar with South Florida will understand that. If you spent Hurricane Andrew at that particular location, you didn't get what Homestead got, but we never got the eye wall. We're north of the eye wall. And being north of the eye wall means that we never got any eye, so it literally was just 8-9 hours of just brutality. Freestanding psychiatric facility called Grant Center out near Andrew, not too far away from Metro Zoo.
Okay.
Yeah, and Andrew kind of redefined. Yeah, no. Ever since then and afterwards, it's like weird things happen during really, really, really bad storms, like in the aftermath. Like so many houses don't have power, and there's no gas, you know, because they don't have electricity, so they can't pump gas. But the most bizarre thing from '92 that I do remember was the National Guard coming up the turnpike. And I remember I was going to work at another psych facility in Broward County where our kids had been evacuated to. And they had shut down traffic for the National Guard on the other side and literally counting cars. And there were, the National Guard, there were 140 vehicles on the, traveling south on the turnpike. And it was such an intimidating, odd feeling.
I can't even imagine that.
Yeah, that was, Andrew was definitely, that was something else. Ernesto saying had to drive to Palm Beach to get ice. Yes.
And that would have been the last, like, major hurricane in this area? Because I know, you know.
Wilma, which actually was just celebrated.
Okay.
Literally just celebrated.
That was the same year as Katrina, right? That was,
yes.
That was the worst year ever.
I think that was 2005.
Yeah.
I believe that was 2005.
I think you're right.
I think it was 2005. And Wilma took sections of roof off Miami High Line. In fact, friends of mine adopted a dog who became known as Wilma because she was a stray at Miami High Line. And she was a terrier mix. So she was this cute thing covered in just, and she was there before the hurricane. When I went after the hurricane, there she was sitting in the valet tunnel. So I put a bounty on her with security and said, $100 to the first security guard that can get a hold of her. Sure enough, I got a call at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
She was in the security office at Miami Highline, and went in, got a cage at what's its name at Walmart. Brought her to my vet, and I had 2 dogs at the time. Unfortunately, Wilma was based on Hurricane Wilma because she survived Hurricane Wilma at Miami Highline, which had over $1 million worth of damage.
Yeah.
But right. Andrew it was a different time. 92 technology was different. Warning systems were different. There wasn't a lot of notice and we had gone so long in South Florida without getting any major hurricanes. I think the last one was 70-something with David. And that was not much of a hurricane at all for South Florida. So things were kind of lax where Andrew was concerned. Andrew was so bad that it changed building codes.
You know how so? They just had to go to different material? What was it?
Like, for instance, in some building codes in South Florida at that time allowed certain weighted roofs not to be held in place with tie bars before Andrew. And so now the tie bars, so you had to have...
Switch, 7-8.
So, like, something like that, more concrete. Like, for instance, had there been... most of the houses, that down here are at least masonry block and some poured concrete.
Yeah.
But some areas, code does allow, Northern Florida allows for, wood frame. Wood frame and Country Walk was this gated area not too far away from us. And if you Google Country Walk in Hurricane Andrew, you'll see that what those houses were built from did not work. That area got, that was so bad. And it just went on for miles and miles and miles. And the other interesting thing about it that I will say is that, so the drive from my house to the hospital was 30 minutes. When we could get out from the hospital after 3 days, it took 3.5 hours to drive from the hospital to my home. I did not recognize the route, and local authorities had rerouted certain roads through people's backyards and around their swimming pools because the roads were completely blocked by very heavy trees. And it was so widespread that there wasn't enough equipment to deal with it even for the first 2-3 weeks. Yeah, I mean, it really kind of changes everything. We got power back at the house in 3 weeks. We got power back.
3 weeks.
It was 3 weeks with no power.
I remember there was one on the West Coast, maybe in the last 4 or 5 years.
That hit further up north Florida. That wiped out Mexico Beach.
Yeah, and I remember I traveled with my girlfriend, and we went to the West Coast of Florida, and there was just piles of debris, and I've never seen anything like that before. And that was far from where that was in Bonita, and I think it hit a little.
Are you familiar with the drive from the Turnpike to Miami International Airport on 836? That whole
from the Turnpike? Yeah. Okay.
There?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Time. Let's begin.
So, the area north was all of the pine trees in South Florida were dumped in that area, and I can't tell you how high it was, but it was probably 3 stories high and ran the entire length.
Yeah.
That's where it was. Free mulch for like 2 years. Time to begin game number 7, spectacular 7 scoring. Serving red shirts, post 1. Gonaga Nicholas, receiving blue, post 2. Iturbide and Gallo. Iturbide picks a serve, drop shot. That's in one fluid motion. My, what a catch. Outside placement, low score. Great effort by Gonaga to stop that drop shot. Point 2. Receiving white shirts, post 3. Iñaki and Julian. Forehand by Julian, caught by Iturbide. Backhand by Iñaki, 2 pass. Gallo, rebote forehand. Iñaki's there. Point 3. Three serves, the green shirts opposed for Lalu and Arat. Beautiful catch and return by Arat. That clears the overhead screen. Rebote forehand by Iñaki. There's the backhand by Julian. Rebote left side by Iñaki. Aratz is there. There's a backhand by Iñaki. Aratz moves to the outside, takes that on the bounce. Forehand to the inside. Julian is there. Rebote forehand by Iñaki. Aratz with a hop makes the catch. Big backhand by Julian. Rebote coming out. Aratz from the left side, backhand to the inside. Lalu goes in, rifles it outside. What a stop on the forehand of Iñaki. That's beautifully played. And scoring, point 3. Black shirts, post 5. Etcheberry and Benny. Backhand by Benny. Rebote, left side to the inside. Catch by Etcheberry. Point 3. 3 points for the 3 post. On the court, yellow shirts post 6. Jairo and Manu. There's a backhand by Manu. Iñaki on the backhand from the 8. Point 3. Three with 4 points. Here's post 7. Ikeda and Ben. Rebote forehand. Ben's there. Backhand by Ben. Powerful, powerful backhand. Rebote comes out. Keita eyes on Rebote, makes the save. Julian makes the catch. Rebote by Ben to the inside. Julian gets in there. Backhand from the 9. Powerfully thrown. Caught by Ben in the air at the 11. Rebote forehand. Julian makes the catch. Keita low and inside, and it scores. 0.7. Here now to complete the first round and receive purple shirts, post 8, Benetrix and Douglas. Powerful backhand by Douglas. Rebote for Ikeda. Ben, tremendous catch, pulling that off the wall at the 12. Here, Douglas. Ben, another good catch, deep in the backcourt. Benetrix powerfully wall to wall, out to the Rebote. Forehand Rebote cut off by Benetrix. Ikeda now midcourt, backhand. Tough catch by Ben behind the 12. Benetrix on the forehand. From the 8 to the inside. Ben's there. To the outside, Ikeda goes. Benetrix calls Douglas off. Backhand by Ben. Keita went down hard, 0.8. Play resumes, 8 serves, post 1. Backhand by Nicholas. Douglas is there. Rebote forehand by Benetrix. Gonaga takes it. Rebote left side by Gonaga to the inside. Douglas. Low, hard backhand caught in the air by Gonaga. 0.8. 3 points for the 8 team. Receiving post 2, the blue shirts, Iturbide and Gallo. Rebote by Benetrix right up the middle. Scoop. Rather, Bote Correlo on the forehand of Iturbide. Rebote coming out. Rebote left side. Excellent catch by Iturbide. Powerful backhand. Caught by Douglas in the air. Rebote forehand by Benetrix. Inside placement. Scores perfectly for Iturbide. That's well thrown. Point 2. 2 with 3 points. Here's post 4, green shirts. Lalu and Aratz. Aratz makes the catch, forehand. Lalu, powerful backhand. Gallo to the inside. Aratz is there. Lalu moves out. Powerful, powerful forehand. Rebote goes wall to wall, right to the sidewall. What a save by Iturbide. Lalu is there. Rebote saved by Gallo. Lalu's there again. Point 4. Forward 2 points. Here's post 5. Echeverry and Benny. Over serve, point 5. Jairo and Manu receive. Backhand by Manu. Benny on the catch, backhand from the 10. Jairo, left side to the inside. Manu in the corner, beautiful catch on the left side. Point 6. Receiving post 3, Iñaki and Julen. Rebote left side. Julen from the 10. Manu calls for it, takes it in the air, powerful backhand, follows into the corner, out to the rebote. Inaki makes the save. There's a backhand by Manu. Manu again, backhand from the 12. Jairo, powerful forehand rebote. Iñaki makes the save, big bounce. Manu steps in, backhand from the 9. Scoop by Julen at the 13 line. Manu on the catch, forehand from the 11. Back to pass, caught in the air by Julen. Julen now from the 12 line on the right side. Big bounce brought down by Manu. Rebote forehand by Iñaki. Manu is there, backhand from the 11. Rebote forehand by Inaki. Play to the inside. Manu, fine catch at the 10. Haro calls for Rebote, sends it powerfully from the right side. Rebote for Inaki. Just above the pad, Hiro's there. Rebote forehand. Dropping, save by Inaki. Manu looks for the Rebote, plays it from the left side. Julian calls for it. It's up the 8. Hard throw. Manu for the Rebote. Perfectly placed and saving it. Inaki, great catch at the 8. Rebote forehand shot straight back. Rebote coming out at the wall. Hiro's there. Julian now at the 10. Scoop by Manu. Backhand. Rebote left side. Manu again. Oh, looking for that placement. Inaki makes the save. Beautifully read. Rebote by Julian. A hard fought point goes to the 6. 6 with 4 points. Here's post 7. Ikeda and Ben. Good catch by Ben. There's the backhand. Manu, beautiful catch there at the side wall. Ball's on the wall the whole way and scores .6. Possible game point for post 6. Hiro, Manu trying to stop them right at post 1. Gonaga, Nicholas. Backhand by Nicholas. Caught near by Hiro. Manu from the 11. Nicholas is there. Good catch. Picada. Brought down at the back wall by Nicholas. Well done. Rebote forehand. Catch by Nicholas. There's the backhand by Gonaga. Nicholas going for the save. That's going to fall short. Point in game, post 6, Hiro and Manu. 6 wins it, 3 places. 8 serves to 2. Playoff for 3rd place. Catch by Gallo. Long cortada by Gallo, stopped by Benetrix. Powerful backhand by Benetrix, dropping. Saved by Iturbide. That did not clear the pad. 8 shows. Unofficial order finish, 6-3-8. Price be up in a moment.
And just waiting on those prices. And the high five, of course, will be forced out on Thursday. There are the prices, folks. 638 now official for our 7th game. Refund in the show pool. And then the Quinella 3-6 returns 24.20. The trifecta is gone. I think it was 206.80. The high five, though, 73536. 4 or 5 numbers returned $60 even. $2 on the 6 to win. Jairo and Manu to win. Get you $9. So we're saying that high five will be forced out on Thursday. Next time we're playing here, high five will be paying out a minimum of $2,000, maybe even more, depending on what is wagered into it. Up next, we've got game number 8. Spectacular 7 scoring. Game 8 closes out the Pelota performance. Post time, just about 5 minutes away. Good luck. Most importantly, game 8 is also scratch-free.
Remind me of Hustle City, man. Everybody got more than one gig. I sell ice cream, rather sell a CD.
I have a security company, a beauty salon.
I've been doing music for a very long time.
I'm not your neighborhood Uber driver. I do luxury. And then I have another job. I play highlights.
We're looking to transition from dog racing to highlight. I went to the university. I said, listen, I have this crazy idea. Do you think we could send something out to all the ex-athletes for the last 20 years and say, we're looking to hire and train highlight players?
They paying us, man, and we can win big money.
Let me see what this is all about.
That's what you gotta do. Get some money.
The players taking the court are all athletes you may recognize.
Baseball, football, track and field.
If you're going to come into this sport, you got to be dedicated. You're going to be a piece of cake.
We knew going in, they're not going to be great the first day.
We'll be like the Jamaicans with the bobsled team. Game time now, man.
This is going to be the first time that my kids will be able to sit in the audience and root for their father.
Who wants it more?
This is a sacrifice I think is going to pay off in the end.
This is a dream for me.
I got to win.
Can't get drama better than this.
Highlight became the new hustle.
Let's get ready to play.
And folks, that is a trailer for the award-winning documentary about the inaugural season of play right here at Magic City that is called Magic City Hustle. Directed by Billy Corbin, the creator of Cocaine Cowboys, Screwball the U, and much more. This film highlights the transition of these Magic City athletes from their respective careers in other sports right here to the highlight fronton. You can watch Magic City Hustle directly from Google Play or iTunes, rent or buy from either platform. You can buy for just a few dollars more. You can enjoy it as many times as you like for life. Which will take us here, probably about 2 minutes from the start of game number 8. We'll change momentarily, but don't forget about Battle Court coming up at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. It will be the Devils and the Warriors, who were just in action this past Friday night. 2 singles, 4 doubles matches, beginning with Division 2 doubles. That'll be Echeberry and Benny against Douglas and Manny, so you got a brothers matchup to start. Then Kubala and Rock will take on Correa and Gallo. Then we'll go over to singles, 2 in a row. First, Nicholas against Douglas. Then Benetrix will take on Julin. And then go back to doubles to close out the day with 2 more. That's Nicholas and Kubala against Gallo and Manny first in Division 4. And then Benetrix and Benny against Alex and Julin in Division 3 doubles to close out the day. Join us at 5 p.m. when the Devils take on the Warriors.
And if Mr. Savage is listening, which I always assume that he is. Alex is here.
Yes.
After being victorious there. Victory in straight sets.
I saw that. How do you watch? Can you watch that?
You can. I don't, for the most part. I've seen a lot of highlights, and I love what they're doing over there. I love the replays and the highlights, and I could not be more proud of what our friends are doing over there. But, yeah,
Is it on YouTube, though?
I've seen a lot of highlight, like a lot of highlight.
But if someone who maybe hasn't seen, as much highlight was curious, would it be on YouTube or do you have to go to their web? Because I know you've said that before.
EITB is the website. It's basically Basque PBS is the best way to think about it. It is public television within the Basque country, so it is regional. But they do a magnificent show.
Oh, they really do.
So the highlights, I'm sure you saw the same highlights I did on Instagram. Some of our players posted them up with the lights and the walking through the audience. And, and our friend Alex Goitia was victorious in the front court.
Congratulations, Alex, and we'll see him later tonight. And again, he's got a little bit of a layoff today. Just one match, and it's the last match of the day. So,
yep,
he's been working hard already.
Give him time to rest.
A couple seconds away from the start of this 8th game. There it is, right now. Good luck.
Time to begin our 8th game. It is a spectacular 7 singles match. Played at 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Serving. Red shirt at post 1 is Nicholas. Receiving the blue post 2, Iturbide. Nicholas serves. Our game has begun. Good catch. Powerful backhand by Iturbide. Rotate took off, out of play, point 1. Nicholas first on the board here in our 7th game. That'll bring to the court the white shirt to post 3, Douglas. Powerful backhand by Douglas right to the corner. Rotate forehand by Nicholas. Douglas will let it pass. Forehand, that was sick. Have you been practicing that? Point 3. Green shirt, post 4. Iñaki receives. Here's a backhand by Iñaki. Robote left side. 2-all opens and scores. Point 3. Black shirt to post 5. Number 36, Etcheberry receives. Robote forehand, low and hard. Etcheberry makes the catch mid-court. Douglas comes cross-court, takes it in the air, backhand. Low to the back wall. Robote, not playable, point 3. Douglas has 3 points, serving to post 6. Receiving is Manu. Robote forehand. Oh, hooked. Point 3. Douglas has 4 points. Receiving. Pink post 7, Goenaga. Point 2. Nicholas receives. Red at post 1. Backhand by Nicholas. Iturbide there. Point 2. 4 points for the 2 posts, receiving the green shirt at post 4, Iñaki. Rebote forehand. Scores. Point 2. Possible game point 4. Iturbide. Blue at post 2. Trying to stop him. Echeverry. Backhand 2-all. Rebote 2-all will score for the win. Point in game, post 2, Iturbide. 2 wins it, 3 places, 7, 8, and 1 playoff for third place. 7 first serves to 8. Here's a backhand by Rotz. Point 8, possible show point for Rotz. Purple at post 8, trying to stop him. Nicholas. Powerful backhand by Nicholas. Rebote comes out to the 5 line. Nicholas makes the catch. Karam will score. Point 1. This is show point. 1 serves to 8. Backhand by Rotz. Rotz on the rebote for the big bounce. Nicholas backs up to the 11 line. Costado inside. Rotz makes the save. Point and show. Post 1, Nicholas. 2-3-1, unofficial order of finish. It's official, winning game 8, post 2, Iturbide taking second, post 3, Douglas coming in third, post 1, Nicholas. 2-3-1, the official order of finish for our 8th game. There are your prices. The late pick 3, 3-6-2, 3 of 3 numbers, returning $183. $2 Quinella, 2-3, 21-20. Trifecta, 2-3-1, $236.40. $2 wager on 2 to win, $26.20. And that, ladies and gentlemen, will do it for this Tuesday afternoon performance of Live Highlight in the Magic City on the Highlight channel. We're glad that you chose to join us today and invite you to join us at 5 p.m., just about 45 minutes from now, for Battle Court, when the Devils will take on the Warriors. We will return tomorrow, 5 p.m. with Battle Court and Pelota again Thursday, 1:30 p.m. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget there will be a force out of the high five on Thursday. Once again, force out, mandatory payout of the high five this Thursday. On behalf of player, staff, and management of Magic City Highlight, the World Highlight League, we thank you for joining us and hope to see you for Battle Court at 5. Have a good day, everyone.